family, it's Marlika with another episode of Essence Check, a series where I try and review wines based off the scope, the smell, and the sip, helping you find out what you like in your wine. So let's get to the heart of it. So today, I'm going to be trying Sun Goddess Pinot Grigio by Mary J. Blige. First of all, she snapped, okay, with this label. Come on. And this is the back. So we have Sun Goddess Pinot Grigio Romato. Friuli DOC, product of Italy. It is a Romato dry wine produced with love and passion from sun-kissed vineyards owned by Fantini family in Friuli, Venezia, Giulia. Estate bottled by Gruppo Vinicola Fantino. Imported by Trinity Beverage Group, New York, New York. With an alcohol by volume of 12.5%. Let's get into where this bottle is from. On the front, you see Friuli DOC, another way to designate your wine growing areas. You got different levels. You got IGT, DOC, DOCG, state bottle, baby. Let's break it down. Let's relate it to where we are. The more specific you are, the more likely you are to find a better quality wine. Equate New York State to IGT. Then we have New York City as our DOC. The Bronx is our DOCG. For the most part, every major wine growing country has something akin to this designation system, whether you're an AVA in the USA, you're a DOC in Italy, or a AOC in France. I know you heard me say Pinot Grigio and you looking like, girl, I know Pinot Grigio, I've heard of Pinot Grigio. That is a white wine, baby. Why is she rose? This pretty copper rose color. And that is thanks to the Romato making of this wine. Romato is going to be made in a similar style how a rosé is made. If you don't know how rosé is made, that's cool, baby. Stop this video right here. I'ma link it, and you gonna watch my sparkling rosé video, and you gonna figure out how them babies is made. You back yet? All right, cool. It's a good video, right? Try that wine. So back to our Romato. Pinot Grigio is a greenish, yellowy kind of grape. That's its skin color. So once you let it sit in this gorgeous copper color for your wine juice. Oh, you know, this is Mary's wine. This bottle is produced by the Fantini family. Family-owned vineyard and winery estate. When it says estate on the bottle, you know, from the grapes grown to the wine being made, it's all done in one place. Back of the bottle, we did mention this special word, terroir. So what is terroir? Basically, baby, it's everything. And that sounds crazy, but it's everything. It's the climate, it's the location, it's the dirt, it's the air, it's anything that can contribute to how the grapes are grown. It's the taste of the land. Say you have a wine made in Burgundy, a wine made in Champagne. Them girls is right next door to each other, but they're gonna taste a world of difference because they have a different terroir, different soil, different dirt. All these things contribute to how wines are made and how the grapes are grown and how they taste. So Friuli is going to be located near a lake, Lago di Tremonti. Most times when vineyards are located near water, water acts as a moderator. So it keeps it from getting too hot, but also keeps it from getting too cold. For instance, where the grapes were grown for this specific bottle, they've got really warm days, but they've got cool nights, so the grapes get that ripeness, but they also maintain that acidity that we all need and love in our wine. Parts of this wine growing region in the south, it gets a little bit more warmer, Mediterranean. Think you're on the beach somewhere in Italy on the coast. And then in the north, it gets a little bit colder. We're closer to Germany. You're getting a lot of Germanic influences in their wine growing. So as I say, although this is just the same little location, we're not even talking about the country of Italy. We're talking about this same wine growing region. There's lots of diversity within it, and that is what makes wine so awesome. Because as much as you know, there's still more to learn. But enough with the chitter chat, let's crack her open. Put it in the fridge just for a little bit to take the heat off, if that makes sense. I don't want it to be cold. I don't want it to be 41 degrees, so don't go leaving it in the fridge forever. I honestly said like 15 minutes, you're good. You want to ideally serve this between 50 and 53 degrees. I don't want it as cold as my sparkling wine. I don't want it as cold as my white wine either. Just a little bit more color in this. And because of the maceration, i.e. skin soaking with the grapes and the wine, it might have just a hint more body. So I want to preserve that and make sure I can still taste all these yummy, yummy flavors. I'm expecting to taste some white wine flavors and notes, like some citrus, some floralness, but I'm also expecting to taste maybe some muskiness, maybe some earthy, maybe some berries. You never know. This is actually my first time trying a Romano style wine. I've tried many rosés, but this is my first time trying this, so I'm very excited. Girl, she look orange, don't she? And you know your girl, I love my Coravin. I'm very indecisive. I was gonna open her up, but I was like, I have more friends I want to share this with. And I feel like if I open it all the way, it's not gonna make it till Saturday. So we'll Coravin. My glass. I decided to mix my glasses up today. Still white wine glass, but it's just got a little bit more width on her than the normal white wine glass that I use. Although that wine glass is very multi-purpose, but this one's just a little bit more room. I can get to smelling just a little bit more. And fun fact, when serving wine and pouring it in a glass, if you're sipping to just sip, you know, that's cool. But if you want to smell your wine, kind of get into it more, try your best not to fill it over this little lump, this little hump, where the glass curves. That's where you want your wine to stop, so you can get a little swirl. It's giving like rose gold copper penny. That color is uncanny. Not seeing any bubbles. This is a still wine. This has not been carbonated at all. Because this wine is so light and low in ABV, it is taking the legs a minute to get together. But they're coming down and they're very subtle. You can't really see it. Let's give it a smell. Ooh! This don't smell nice. Okay, Mary. Very fresh. And like wooden. It kind of reminds me of amber. Like if you've ever had candles that say amber wood on them, like kind of what it reminds me of, like a little bit more perfumey. The smell is still very, very light. Something a little orangey about it, like some fresh oranges, like some fresh navel oranges. We're talking about the flesh of the orange. I know sometimes I mention orange peels and orange pits. This time we're talking about the flesh. We're talking about them orange wedges that you're gonna eat. And I know you like, girl, what's the difference of orange is an orange? Next time you eat an orange, peel it and taste the peel. And then taste the white part. And then taste the flesh. And you tell me if you don't taste the difference. Think later. There's something airy about it. Like stony. So I'm going to say that this wine has a little bit of minerality to it too. But this is very fresh. It's giving me like flowers, but like white flowers. Oh, what's that flower? Not necessarily a magnolia, because magnolia smells sweet. This doesn't smell sweet. It smells like a very faint, light flower, like tulips. Bitch, like some tulips. I had to find the flower. It smells very fresh and crisp and mineral-like and like some stones. Somebody's garden, like somebody's well manicured, pretty garden, girl. But let's give her a sip. I went to a botanical gardens. I highly recommend for anybody that's like on their wine journey, go to a garden and stick your nose in everything. And if you can't stick your nose in everything, because I know like COVID and everything, get a fan, walk around and fan them smells and get your nose in there, because that's the only way people talk about all these descriptors. You know what's familiar to you. So people could talk about I smell kumquats. Girl, if you ain't never smelled no kumquats, ate no kumquats, seen a kumquat, they're a little citrus fruit, by the way. You gonna be like, what's that? I don't smell that. You know what I smell? Citrus. The more you try, the more you eat, the more you taste, the more you experience, the easier this gets and the more fun it is. Cause now I'm like, this smells like tulips. And I'm sure before I went to that garden, I would have just said it smells like flowers to me. You know? So experiencing and trying more things, it's so good for our palates. It's so good for our nose. It's so good for our brain because scent, it's just memories. It's just a bunch of memories. And our nasal cavity and our olfactory glands. I know I got a little nerdy real quick. Stay with me. It's just them making some connections. That's all. Oh, but this warms up really nicely. Like a beeswax. Like it smells like a Burt's Bees chapstick. Oh. The sweetness level, she is dry. For acidity, she up there. She's somewhere between medium and high. She is up there. She is high. I'm salivating. My tongue is... Oh my goodness. I'm tasting orange. I'm still tasting that floral and that beeswax, but it went from like this manufactured, smooth Burt's Bees chapstick beeswax to like actual, I'm chewing on beeswax in the nicest way. I was a weird kid. I always liked to try tasting things. So you try it. I'm not saying go eat the beeswax, but you're curious how beeswax tastes, try it. As long as it's not poisonous and you're not allergic, try it. It's got this after lemony zing, juicy lemon flesh. And some melon too. Like cantaloupe, I would say very, very, very low tannins. I get the slightest drying mouth feel right here, and then it dissipates. Because it has had some skin contact, it is expected to have just a hint of tannin. Although it is a Romato, Pinot Grigio is a white wine grape. So you're not going to expect huge tannins because there's not that many tannins in the skin. I would say she's a little bit more medium body. I still do get like that perfuminess. This is a really nice sipper. I say sipper because I'm enjoying sipping this and having conversation. I want to drink this wine on the beach. And I don't know if I'm just saying this because I'm like, I'm about to go to the beach. This wine, it does remind me of Mary. And I know that sounds real cliche, but it does. It's very versatile. I mean, when you think of this woman's career, hello, she's done it all. She's sang, she's rap, R&B, hip hop, Broadway. And this wine very much feels like the white wine for any occasion. I don't see myself drinking this when it's cold too much, but I could see me rocking this in the fall. In the winter, I don't know, I'm a little bit more like, I want something a little less tart, a little bit more warming. But now, oh, she's a vibe, bro. She's a vibe. I think this is a very versatile wine though. This is a wine that can serve with dinner. Get some nice light shellfish. If you're the type that likes raw oysters. Ooh, cause there's a hint that like beeswaxy, stony, non-fruit. Everything in here that doesn't taste directly like fruit to me feels like it would be a really nice pair with some oysters. If you're not a raw seafood fan, I'd say like a really nice light fish too. Ooh, girl, I love me some trout. Yes, ma'am. Nice pan-seared trout. Toss some almonds on there. Ooh, some toasted almonds. Ooh, roast some potatoes. Ooh. Thanks for watching today, you guys. I hope you learned something that if you didn't, you at least enjoyed yourself. Make sure that you're following her plates and subscribe to the channel. Come on now. Like this video, leave a comment. Let me know what you feel about Mary and Miss Sun Goddess. Try it out for yourself. Let me know how you feel. Until next time, you guys. Cheers. Mm-mm. 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 I can't sing the song because I don't got the rights to it, but you know the song I'm talking about. Go Mary, go Mary. I like my hoops. I had to channel the queen of hip hop soul. Okay. Dang, that smell good. It's a good joint. I'm happy I did it.